Okay guys, for today's video, this is going to be about the catatome build again. I'm making this video just so I can improve it since my last build was kind of rushed, and also because of the fact that now since the catatome is also nerfed, I wanted to make a newer version since this weapon is really good, and I actually want this to live on longer without becoming one of those weapons to where it's good for some time then dies off. So this time I actually tried to focus more on this weapon and try to learn more about it, and now it has higher damage and better than the old one. Now for a damage test. Since the first form is now your main damage, now in this build it does more damage now, and if I calculate it, it does at least 142 damage every hit with this. Now I'm gonna go show you guys the build so you guys can go and get this through and use it if you want to. Also, I highly recommend not to click off if you guys don't know how to use the catatome, since I'm going to be explaining a lot of things and on how to use the item now, since how differently it is now. Sorry, for how different it has to be used now, since before the nerf, people just relied on the summons, but now since the summons got nerfed, you have to use it in a whole different way now. Okay, starting off with mode 2. What it does is that it lights yourself on fire with cursed fire, I'm pretty sure, and it increases your damage. So let me go back to mode 1, and then you can see now that I do more damage. And now if I calculate it again, I do 163 163, and it goes up to 99 and over to 102, making it to where it's 181, which is an insane damage increase. But I recommend not to use it that much, since also if you look at my HP, I lose a lot of health. So I also most of the time recommend to only use this if you're inside of a team or you have rally enabled. And I'll be showing you guys in a couple seconds what to replace with when you want to use rally right here. And if you want to use rally, go to skills and turn off rude, then go to defense and then turn on rally. It might mess up your damage a little bit, but I don't think it should be that much of an impact as much. So for mode 3, which is the shadows, now I'm going to be explaining the different ways you use shadows now since they're nerfed. So now for the shadows, what I recommend now is just to spawn in your maximum amount, then switch instantly back to 1 so you can do your damage. So the thing with the shadows is that their attention span is still kind of low, and their aggro is still poor, which I think the developer should probably buff, since this makes the shadows completely useless and kind of annoying to use half the time. And on top of that, with the fact that I already mentioned, you can't spawn in an infinite amount, only 3, so it'd be really important to be valuable. And with 4, what it does is, in my opinion, it's a support mode, to where you should only use this inside of a squad, or if you can pull it off in a solo run, then that's good for you. In my opinion, it's also a stronger version of the second mode, to where you can do higher damage with this. And if you switch back to 1, you will see that you do a higher amount of damage, around 100. And yeah, it's like, I forgot what this is called when it's orange. I guess it was a super hit or something. I'm sorry, I just can't really remember that well. But that's what the 4th mode does. And also, the other thing that I found out is that if you go with 4 and you place down this on it, and then you instantly go back to 2, you can also stack the damage up and do way more damage, which is really good, since you can make this way more stronger. Sorry, right here, I think I kind of forgot to switch back to 1, and I was kind of just damaging myself even more. Then boom, you can do way more damage. Isn't that a lot cool? But still it's mostly a support, since also 2 can also work like a support thing. If you're nearby your teammates, it also sets someone curse fire and increases their damage a bunch. And that's enough for the modes I can explain. If I find anything else out, I'll probably put it in my description or in the comments. And also, yet again, if you're from my other video and you're seeing this now, I'm very sorry for the misinformation I gave in the last one. It was kind of like a hype thing where it was like, damn, this weapon's really good. I kind of want to just put out a little mini build that's not as strong, but even though the thing is already strong itself, I want to just post it out. So now this is like a more serious version, so sorry if you got kind of confused from the other one. But I'm gonna do a little test run for this and go test it out on Yagoroth, no little strong boss, since I kind of want to end this video off a little bit early, since I got like a mild headache from the whole situation, and also from the fact that my recording failed 3 times because of a bunch of other scenarios in real life, but whatever. So at first, you want to go, if you have any time inside of the fight you're in, you just want to spawn in your 3 shadows, instantly switch back to 1, and then just start a fight with the boss. And kind of just make space as usual when it comes to a mage. Try to push him into your shadows, since the shadows, as I said, has a poor aggro and can easily just walk away from the boss and just do nothing. But you know, whatever. And then yeah, just do your little thing, and then boom, you win. Easy as that. And that's the playstyle you will kind of want to run when it comes to playing this character. And if you have any other teammates, then you can kind of be on ease a little bit and do whatever you want. Use 2 and 4. But yeah, that's it for this video. If this was good, if this build is useful, please subscribe. And also, if any developer out there and who works on Pilgrammed sees this, please buff the summoning thing on it. Like, at least make it to where they have better aggro and they're not just standing there like freaking statues. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Sorry for the inconvenience of the last video, and see you guys in my next Pilgrammed video. See ya.